Aloha Commanders, and welcome to Later Tonight with Dr. Iron Chef, hosted on Aloha Diz.
Please be sure to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube for all the latest content.
All right, so today we're going to dig into that new blog post from Beck over at Star Trek Fleet Command. It's all about officer cost efficiencies.
Yeah, this is a pretty big one, actually.
Definitely. So, okay, for anyone deep in STFC, you know the grind, right? Getting enough officer shards to rank up your key people, it takes ages.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Well, this new feature, and this comes straight from Beck, who's a senior product manager at Scopely, so, this is the real deal, insider stuff. It's designed to make that whole process, well, less of a slog.
Exactly. It's kind of like finding a wormhole straight to your destination, skipping part of the journey. These officer cost efficiencies, or CEs as you might see them called, basically just lower the total shards you need.
Okay, lower the total.
Yeah, the total needed to max out an officer. And the really cool part, it's retroactive.
Wait, retroactive? Okay, hang on. Explain that.
So it doesn't just count for shards you get from now on. It recalculates based on the new lower total. So shards you already collected might suddenly push you further along than you thought.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's use Beck's example, S&W Christopher Pike. That helps make it concrete.
Good idea. So baseline Pike, right? To get him fully maxed, rank 5, you need 1,650 shards total. Unlock, rank 2, 3, 4, 5. It adds up.
Yeah, 110 to unlock, 110 for rank 2, 220 for rank 3, 330 for rank 4, and then a huge jump, 880 for rank 5. Grand total, 1,650. That's a lot.
A serious investment. But now, let's say you manage to unlock a 100% S&W crew cost efficiency for that group.
100%. Okay.
Suddenly unlocking Pike. Only 55 shards. Rank 5. That drops from 880 down to 440. Your total needed goes from 1,650 all the way down to 825. Half.
Wow, okay. That's a huge difference. So the aha moment is when you look at your inventory. Right?
Exactly. And this is where the retroactive part is killer. Let's say you've been grinding away. Maybe you've got 500 Pike shards saved up.
Okay, 500 shards. Before the efficiency, that might have gotten you to rank 3, maybe partway to rank 4. Still a long way to go.
Right. But with that 100% efficiency active, the game looks at that 825 total needed. Your 500 shards suddenly represent a much bigger chunk of the total progress.
So those 500 shards could potentially instantly jump you to rank 4, or even most of the way there.
Precisely. You might log in one day after unlocking the CE and boom, Pike's ranked up further than you expected. It's like free progress. Unexpected, but definitely welcome.
Okay, that is very cool. And Beck also mentioned this isn't just per officer, right? It's for groups.
Yeah, another huge point. These apply to the entire synergy group. So that 100% SNW efficiency, it's not just Pike. It helps all 13 officers in that SNW crew.
13 officers getting that discount. Wow, that really changes the calculus on building out teams.
Absolutely. It makes focusing on synergy groups way more achievable, doesn't it? Instead of just hoarding for one specific officer, you get benefits across the board.
So where do we actually get these things? How do you, the listener, find these efficiencies?
Good question. According to the post, right now you can find them in the refreshed away teams research tree, also as rewards for completing those priority 1 away team assignments.
Priority 1.
And also, apparently, by collecting extra Pioneers crests. You can get those in-game or through the web store sometimes. So, yeah, keep those away teams busy.
Got it. Away teams research, priority 1 assignments, Pioneers crests. Makes sense. And there are already quite a few available.
Oh, yeah, they listed a bunch. Voyager crew, for example, can get up to 100% efficiency. So think Janeway, potentially 875 shards instead of 1750.
Nice.
S&W crew, like we talked about, up to 50% currently. So maybe S31 Georgia cost 1,000 instead of 1,500. Still a solid saving.
Okay, 50% is still good?
An Enterprise E crew, also up to 100%. Imagine ND Picard down to 750 shards total.
Ooh, that's tempting.
Then you got the Strike Team's Battleship, Explorer, Interceptor ones, up to 150% efficiency.
150.
Yeah. Think Gold Dukat potentially needing only 600 shards instead of the usual 1,500. That's massive.
Holy smokes. Okay, who else gets that kind of boost?
Let's see. Lower Decks crew, up to 150%. Deep Space Nine crew, also up to 150%. Think Odo potentially dropping from 1,700 to maybe 680 shards.
Seriously, cutting costs there.
Unimatrix 12 TNG crew,
Cool.
also in that 150% category. So Hugh, Jean-Luc Picard, big savings there too. Jean-Luc might go from like 1910 down to 764.
Wow.
And the Ferengi crew, get this, up to 200% efficiency.
200%.
Yeah, someone like Rom could potentially only cost 500 shards to max instead of 1,500.
Okay, that's nuts. So the takeaway is pretty clear. Like Beck put it, way less officer shards are needed if you unlock these things.
Definitely. It's a major shift in the officer progression landscape.
And Beck also teased that more are coming, right? In Update 79, Wrath of Khan Part 2.
Yep, more efficiencies on the way, so keep an eye out for those. It really makes you think, how you prioritize your away teams in research now. Which synergy group do you boost first?
It adds a whole new strategic layer. Definitely something for you all to chew on. Be sure to follow Dr. Iron Chef on Twitch and subscribe to Aloha Diz on YouTube.
Mahalo for joining us.